We're live.
I ain't real live. Hold on. I gotta get to the page. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Hey guys.
There it is. Okay, there's one person on. Two. Make sure this volume is down.
I see Tara's joined us.
Okay.
We'll give
Hi
her a
guys,
few minutes.
welcome to Beans and Bourbon Monday. We are live with Author Rae Lyse. Say hi, Ray.
Hey, you guys. Hi.
It's
It's
Allegra.
pronounced. How's your last name pronounced?
Lyse.
Lisa. Okay. Girl, get me right because I listen.
We are so happy.
And all the ladies are here. I am so excited. A lot of our sister readers have joined in to show their support. You want to tell us anything about yourself or tell the readers anything about yourself?
Let's see. I'm 27. I'm sorry, I have to remember I just turned 27. So it's still fresh. And fooling with me, I'll forget my age sometimes. I'm 27. I'm from Houston. And so I work in social services, and right now I'm getting my master's in social work. And of course, now I'm an author. So
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Self-published author.
Yes, it was a long, hard road.
Let me even tell you, I know when we spoke with you on Friday that we mentioned in the Love group that Sean had introduced us. And so in our group, Ashanti Keys, was like, I know her. I read it, sis. It's good. I was like, can you find her? Can you check with her? And I mean, the rest is history because I hunted you down.
You did.
So I'm so thankful to my sister Shantae for looking out for us and
thank you.
making sure we connect with you because I was like, she needs to get in here. We got some readers waiting for her. So let me start with a few questions and then we're going to jump into the book while everybody is trying to come on in because CPT time.
Yeah. It's a struggle.
Shantae, we've been in her inbox too. So how has the literary world been receiving you since you've been on Facebook? And I know authors have a hard time reaching readers on Instagram. So how has the literary world really received you since your release?
Extremely well. I mean, at first, whenever I released the book, of course, I mean, I had absolutely no audience. So I was just reaching out to different blogs. Like I think I reached out to Girl Have You Read? And it was another one to promote my book. And so it was really slow at first. It was very slow. And then
how long ago did your book come out?
It came out in October. So I think October 11th was my release date. And I wasn't expecting it to, reach a whole lot of people because people kind of go with what they know. You know what I mean? I was like that. Well, I am like that as a reader, you know?
Did we put this in December or November? Did we read this?
What month are we in? I think it's November. I think it was last month.
That wasn't too bad.
It wasn't. I was shocked, because I didn't expect it to go anywhere. I mean, I expected a few people to read it and maybe I would get a couple of reviews and I was going to move on to the next and keep on writing and pushing. So, I mean, all of this was really a shock. So I want to say it was when Keisha Irvin, whenever she followed me and she was reading it. And so she introduced it to a lot of people and then it just kind of went on from there. It's kind of been a word of mouth type of thing.
And, that's a big part for me. I mean, it really, really swells my heart to when other authors, basically promote another author's work. That is everything to me because the reality is, putting it out there, word of mouth is what really kind of pushes the book out there. So Allegra and I are big advocates for promoting for authors. Now you mentioned
authors as well as other like reading groups and stuff.
Absolutely.
Ayana always on that. She's always.
I am a social butterfly. Now you mentioned and we got our newsletter.
Ah!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
Newsletter was on time.
yes. So we are expecting that second release soon, right?
Yes, I'm working so hard on it, y'all. Like my vacation will be spent on that. So
Good. We're looking forward to that because this
Definitely.
is so
Should we expect
captivating.
some sneak peeks? Because we like a little sneak here.
We like we like a review.
I knew somebody was gonna ask. So my thing with sneak peeks is I'm the type, like, I just can't find a portion of the story I want to show people before it comes out. I feel like I'm just gonna want to keep going and just give y'all everything. So I'm gonna try to give a little something.
Listen,
How are you gonna pop up and just release the book, or are you going to give us a release date?
Listen, fooling with me, I'll just pop up and release it. I can't hold myself to a release date.
listen,
I'll be over here pulling my hair out.
I totally get that. Listen, no pressure from us, no pressure. But just know, just like Indy, Love mentioned to you on Friday that you can use her group. Listen, wherever I am, drop it in there. Bourbon Book Streets, the DM Time is another book group that we're always in. Hopeful Heartbreakers is another one. The Finest Gem. Listen, we all over the place.
I got you.
Them's mine. Do you have any plans? Because we have some sister readers that are Audible readers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they absolutely enjoy listening. Do you have any plans for it to go Audible?
I've thought about that. So the thing with self-publishing and me is like, y'all, I came in and I knew nothing. So all of this is just like new to me. So everything is like a learning experience and a learning curve. So I plan on doing it. So it'll happen, hopefully. So
Yeah, because I think there's also a group that's dedicated specifically to audibles. I'm not an audible person. I can't concentrate.
same.
I would have to rewind that whole book, and it would take forever. So, yeah.
So as we prepare to jump into the story, let me just ask, did you feel as though you lived any part of your story? I know you mentioned that you connected on some level with your characters, but do you personally feel like any of this is your story as it relates to Claudette, Dominique, even Auntie Diane?
Yes, definitely tidbits here and there. So one thing that I always like to put out is I know a lot of interesting people. So I meet interesting people all the time. So I'm always listening and observing. So I take different things from my personal life and professional life and I throw them in there. So it's a few things, that are kind of me that are in the story. So
I want to meet Auntie Diane in real life.
I know a couple of you can meet.
I want to say, little girl. One time.
I know a couple of them you can meet.
And just to let our readers know, y'all know we stay in people business, especially me. So she mentioned Nia Forrester is one of her favorite authors, but she's familiar with our love, Belvin.
Yes.
Anybody else inspired or kind of motivated your writing, or anything, any shout outs you want to give?
Let me see. As far as authors or like personally?
Either one.
Yeah.
Either one. So in my personal life, I'll admit I'm very shy about my writing. Like nobody really knows that I'm a big writer, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So the only person that really knows is my fiance, and he doesn't I won't let him read hardly anything I write. I'm just like, I'm so shy about it. So he roots for me, from the outside. He don't know nothing I'm talking about. He read a word of anything that I publish, but so definitely him, I guess you could say. He inspires me, I guess, because his character, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let Allegra take us away with book discussion.
We're gonna go right
I'm gonna sit quietly for a change. I'm gonna even mute myself so that she could talk.
You don't have to do that because I want you to jump right on it. We're gonna go right on in this book. First of all, I'm in love with Dominic, baby.
Are you?
Am I?
Are you, girl?
Wait, I gotta unmute because you got some sister wives. Listen,
I'm not worried about them. I'm live. I'm not worried about them. All they can do is type. Look, Rita, we have to split them up in 3 personalities.
Split them in 3. Oh Lord.
Y'all gonna have to share Dominic. Y'all know who I do. I'm gonna mute myself again.
Look, I don't even like swim dudes, but I love.
You'll make an exception for him.
Oh, I love me a gangster. I love him, and he's everything. He's a G and he's a gentleman. So
he is. He definitely is.
So where did you find the inspiration for him? Was he multiple people, or that was just one particular person? Or
I would have to say he was multiple people. Mm-hmm. So multiple people, and then I guess you could say in my head, the type of person that I would, love to be with, or I would enjoy to be in a relationship with, I guess you could say, but definitely multiple people. Like, it's not just one person, that I modeled him after.
Okay.
Because he's definitely flawed. I mean, he's not perfect. None of the characters are perfect. So.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. He wasn't perfect at all. He was perfect. Oh, Claudette. Oh my. She was so sweet. And I could just picture her, like he said, that she was somebody that was just so sweet you couldn't stand to look at her. He know her man had problems.
Yes.
Her chipmunk cheek. Who was that said they love a gang? D. Brutal. They love them again. Oh yes. I always tell my sister-in-law, my ideal husband is a gangster with gentleman tendencies. She said,
"Ooh, tattooed down."
Gentleman gangster tendencies. I said, I said what I said. A gangster with gentleman tendencies. Aisha said she cried when he told his story about, oh my God, his mom.
That broke my heart.
And you know what gets me about that? I know that there are like real life people like living like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just that definitely breaks my heart. That definitely breaks my heart.
Right. And it helps you understand, why he is the way that he is. So.
Yeah. And I love the way they just fell so fast, like super fast. Like you met this girl and then 5 minutes later you telling her, pull this money. I know where to find it. Wait. You don't play with money. Wait. But it was just I loved it. I loved it. He had poor Mo, broke Mo heart and everything.
He did. Poor Mo.
My sister, y'all tell my sister, hey, Tammy. Took Mo a little job. Mo got his little feelings hurt. Autumn, oh my God. Autumn did not want to see that go down.
She didn't.
I told Ayana and them, she was like, oh, Autumn hating. I say, well, Autumn is telling her the truth. We don't want to hear it, but Autumn is telling her the truth.
Listen, Autumn already knew the roller coaster ride he was about to take Claudette on. So she was just trying to say, hey, I'm trying to help you out because it's about to go down. So
these comments. Do you see her? They trust
her. Nikki, I don't do Keisha Cole. So.
Keisha Cole and Ashanti missed that little verses, so we don't want to talk about them right now. Evelyn said Autumn got on her nerves in the last chapter. Well, she got on our nerves the whole book, but it was because we didn't want to hear what she said. And then, yes, when they did get to the end and she found out the girl was pregnant and all of that, she was hating big time. But I mean,
I love that Sean mentioned he loved his mom but hated what he went through with her. And that's what I find in our society. Like I have a little cousin that's like that, where parents have troubled backgrounds, right? And so even with that being said, they love their mamas.
Yes.
you don't find too many people that don't love their mama, though, you know? So, I don't.
Because I mean, she gave birth to you, you know, so she's, no matter what you go through with your mom, like that's going to be your day one regardless. So, I mean, he definitely struggled with that. I think, what did he say? He struggled with hating her. It was something he said. I can't remember the exact quote. So much
This
to Autumn
part
story
right here.
modes.
Mm-hmm.
Her approach was
Autumn
wrong.
was telling the truth, but her approach was wrong toward Chloe.
It definitely was. It was wrong.
It might have been a little harassing.
Said about his mom.
Look, my attitude is keep it 100. Be you. If that's how you do, then I'm good. Just keep it real with me. And I guess it just depends on the personality of the receiver. But I believe that Claudette definitely had the personality to receive that whatever it was that Autumn was putting out there, because she ain't break, and it certainly didn't influence it. She ain't stop.
Right.
Well, that was just raised well. George put his foot in that.
He did. I love George. I love me some George.
George didn't take no shit off nobody. This is what he said about his mom. She said, "Is there anything you miss about your mom?" He said, "Despite all the messed up shit she said and did, she loved me hard. She loved me even when I was hard to love." And he said, "How could you have been?" She said, "How could you have been hard to love?" He said, "Easy to hate your own seed when you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. You're in a strange place with no family or friends, and with a child you're responsible for feeding. It's real easy to resent the child you gave birth to." That was strong. Ooh.
Wow, Rita, that's real deep to point out to us that she said my mom did foster care for 10 years and she never had a child that didn't love their mom despite the situation they were in. And that you know, that's one of the things I'm coming to appreciate about authors. We came up from an era where Black expression dropped books in your mailbox, right? We weren't the Kindle babies. You know,
3 books a month, huh?
Because like I'm what, 44, I think.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Okay.
We're 44. Stop trying to play. Hey, Josh is in here, Diana.
Hey, my baby. So I'm like, you know, that's deep. That's deep. There's so many things that became obvious to me through reading books. Like there are author friends I have out here that wrote about their own trauma, their childhood, and it really, listen, unfortunately, a lot of people are ignorant to the pain that people have gone through.
Right.
So you're exposing them, and that to me, that's a big deal.
Right. And I think that's the beauty of about, you know, fiction and writing. I mean, a lot of times people go through their everyday life and they don't think about these things. But with me being in social work and hearing all types of stuff, or just in my personal life, just hearing what family or friends or just what I go through and being able to express that in my writing, I think is a really beautiful thing. So a lot of times I don't want to read, I guess, cookie cutter romances, you know. I want to hear about the real deal.
Yes. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You don't want I mean, I read for an escape. And you know that everything is not, if everything is going just right in the book, that's a problem to me.
Right. I don't want everything to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know who really touched my heart? George. I love Grandpa George.
I love me some George.
George just didn't want nobody wasting his pension, baby.
He didn't.
Don't waste his pension.
This whole book, there was nothing I did not like about it. I mean, it flowed. But what I appreciated about Mo, although he was a little bitter, but he didn't catch a buck right there in the office. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he didn't know, and he made it his business to kind of sit back and chill and let her get that money. You know what I'm saying? I was so proud of him because I was like, yeah, I can see you feeling some kind of way. My pettiness would have me feeling some kind of way, like you brought me in here, but I ain't know it's gonna go down, you know. And old girl was talking the language. But the one thing I appreciated about Nick, he said, listen, if I eat, everybody eat. How you gonna be mad at that? Let her talk.
Exactly. Because he took care of Mo too. I mean,
When they went out, that's what they did. Pulled
yep.
everything together. Listen, I got this, you got that. Let's go have a good time. They wasn't. That remind me of that song with Neil, where they were talking about the bills due, but they going out tonight. They not worried about tomorrow. I was like, do it, shit. You only live once, do it. My favorite part of this book, I swear, when he polished her toenails. Lord have mercy. I moaned like a 14-year-old. I was like, if this motherfucker polished my feet, I'm gonna give him 2 sons. And I don't even like kids, but he got 2 sons.
Maisha said, I like how he let her map out his career. I love the trust
Whoa.
that he had in her.
Whoa.
Right.
With that career.
And I mean, that's uncommon for street dudes. It's like, that's exactly, Monique, that's exactly what loyalty looks like. It's like, he didn't question her. She spoke the language and she made it obvious. She knew what she was talking about. But she didn't have a problem with saying to him what she didn't know, right?
Right.
And I loved how she used her school connect. Because that, to me, that was like an intern. Listen, use your resources, boo.
Eric was the intern.
Listen. Everybody had a little part in this. And I was like, listen, don't leave Rock out. Because
I'm glad you called his name. Rock had all those connections. Why in the hell Rock was still working at Waffle House?
Listen.
He had all those connections. Why the hell was he still working at Waffle House?
Oh, Lord, listen. Rock, he just a little stuck. That's all. We get complacent.
That was just ridiculous. Still working at damn Waffle House.
There were so many scenes.
He sneezed in his face, Lord. Do y'all remember that scene when she was sick and he went to pick her up and she just sneezed?
Oh, yeah.
Girl, when you texted me about that scene, I could have died 10,000 deaths. So Alexa read some of it to me, right? Because here's one of my things, trying to find balance between reading and doing house chores. But anyway, I found it. Alexa.
Oh, Lord, I can only imagine Alexa reading this.
Girl, it's funny. It's so funny. She said some of the weirdest things.
Oh, God, I can only imagine.
It was so
when she
good to see that
all the time too.
They still had a protect. Rock protect when he went into jail, right? He still had this way of still looking out for her beyond the cell, and that for me went a long way too, because it's like once you take somebody into your circle, it's like and I know I've been the little sister to so many coming up in the streets of New Orleans. Some of my cousins, and it don't take nothing but for light skin and everybody related.
I hate that. Josh said Rock was the manager. I told her Rock should have been the owner. That's what he should have been.
Listen,
I don't even think Rock was the manager, child. Was he? Or was he the manager?
Yeah, the manager at Waffle House.
Was he?
He was team lead. That's what he was.
Yeah, I think he was just the team lead. I don't even think he managed the place,
child. Oh my God. That was hilarious.
He thought he did. He thought he was the manager.
Telling them people, let me worry about the clock. Let me worry about how much time y'all owe me. Oh my God.
And listen, you see that connect Josiah had with him and her, right? All that money. That had to be some serious trust that he had to just tell her, hold this down. Okay.
Oh Lord. That money still get me, because I just know some shady people. And out of my family, I don't really know anybody I can say, here, hold this. It's funny because my daughter don't trust herself with her money. She does. She turned her debit card off. I said, why do you keep calling the bank to turn your debit card off? So I don't spend any money. I said, you're not understanding that to spend the money, all you have to do is call and turn it back on.
Okay.
I said, that's not making sense. Just don't spend the money. How you just gonna turn the debit card off? Like, so I don't, that whole situation, hold his money, and then he's stacking checks, just stacking checks. Not even opening the envelope.
Not even opening them. That's what Tara just said. The checks was just streaming in. But what really got me was you could actually see how their relationship developed not just from a friendship, but a bond of trust.
Right.
You know, because it was obvious Mo was the only person he really got down with.
Right.
And this whole career thing.
Mo and Josiah, that was it.
That's it.
This whole career thing was not something that he even was entertaining. But she stayed on it. She was all about him becoming legit. He was all about him becoming legit.
The guy that he was selling the guns to, and that dude was like, look, I'm giving you extra. Don't come back.
Oh, yeah, because he saw something in Dominique too, you know?
Yeah, because I was afraid every time he went there.
Really? You thought he was going to get set up?
Yeah. They were going to rob him or something.
Yeah.
And that last time he went, the dude was like, I'm going to take everything. I'm going to give you extra. Don't come back here.
But I think that speaks to Dominique's character. You know, it shows, even though he's a lot of things, you know, the people that know him and really F with him, they trust him. I mean, him and I think it was T, that was the character's name. You know, they weren't friends. They didn't run the streets together. They wasn't buddies, but T knew that he was trustworthy.
Listen.
My sister with her crazy self.
And I love this. I love this.
I love George.
Listen, I was outdone with her showing up thinking this surprise. Listen, surprise my ass. Oh hell no.
How else was she supposed to tell the man? She ain't know what to do.
That's in reverse.
I couldn't believe that's the game she played.
Not today, player. We out of here.
What kind of school did I send you to? You didn't came up pregnant. I feel called that. Let me tell you something about Auntie Diane. My favorite line by Auntie Diane.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh man.
When she said that, girl, I hollered. I immediately went to our spoiler post. I said, that's it. That's it. So our visual for Auntie Diane is who, Allegra?
Taraji.
I seen that.
Taraji, baby.
Somebody sent me a picture of this black lady holding a cigarette. It's like Auntie Diane. I said, child.
She loved her cigarettes.
Child. She kept it 100. Talking about cutting them down potatoes. And
girl, no, when she fried that fish for the whole neighborhood.
She did.
You know, that's how we came up. Like,
I was having flashbacks Saturday when my sister had me frying fish all day Saturday. What I told you, I forgot I'm hot as this fish grease. Yes.
Josiah, again, I really appreciated his protectiveness of Josiah. I appreciated that he felt like, listen, I'm gonna run the streets so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a common repeat in books that I've seen. And again, it's something that I appreciate. Yes, somebody had to sacrifice in order to make it happen so that so mom could have some time with you. And he didn't even have that to do. But Josiah appreciated it and he recognized it. Because I love when he was schooling schooling Claudette.
Yeah.
Who he really is. That was bomb to me. I was like, yeah, exactly. Tell her, don't read into it negatively. He really he's a gem. He's a genuine person.
Yes. And I also love Josiah too, because Josiah, he has his own story. I can't say that, he's had his own issues. So we'll get to see that in the next book. But I just really love Josiah and his character. He's so sweet.
That scene when he was at church, right? And then when Auntie Diane made it known to him, because see, I thought some more was gonna come from him holding a little girl's hand, right? I
Mm-hmm.
saw that as a vision.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't just see it as that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But like Nikki just said, when he said, "Do you pray for me?" You know, again, that confirmation from what Auntie Diane said.
Yes.
What you say, like
She said all the time. When he asked her that, she said all the time.
all
Mm-hmm.
the time.
Because I mean, when you praying for somebody, that means you like real deal. You in love, like.
Listen, let me tell you, I tell people all the time, the pettiest thing I ever did, somebody made me mad, and I took it to my prayer list. I did that for about 2 weeks. Until God got with me and was like, Alexa, that ain't right. I'm telling you, I stopped praying for him. I was like, she not about to do me dirty like this. And about 2 weeks, I did not pray for her when I was saying my morning prayers.
Oh no! Oh.
I'm telling you, it's the pettiest thing I ever did. I got back right though.
Sarah said, I love when they went to see Dominic after Josiah's graduation. Such a problem. I did too, but another part of me felt like I needed I needed Nick to feel the pain, the embarrassment, the hurt from being in jail, because that's not where you want to be again. You know what I'm saying? I needed him to feel that.
Right.
You know, because he kept schooling Claudette on, you don't put money on a nigga's books. You don't do this. You don't do it. He was schooling her about what not to.
Mm-hmm.
Yet she was already invested in him. She wasn't letting him go. And you not doing nothing different to keep it from being that way.
Right.
It's like he felt like she was too good for him. That bothered me. I was like, dude, you everything she wants. You know?
But that showed, I mean, I don't want to say his self-esteem was low, but I mean, truly it was, because he had been through so much, you know, he didn't think he was worthy of any of that. So
when another scene that like broke my heart, when he was telling her about his mom, what happened with his mom and how his mom died. Oh my God. He cried. I swear I cried too. I was like, Lord, I know that just, you know, that had to have torn like a young child down. I want to say he was like 10 or something, huh?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
It's horrible. Terrible.
And that's when he said he knew that he loved her when he cried in front of her. I'm like, Lord.
Because men are so for them to cry in front of you, like that's such a vulnerable thing for them. Like,
I guess my ex-husband did that, but that was when he was trying to get me back, and I was like, hell no.
Oh no.
All my life I had to fight.
Right. You're gonna be all right.
Listen, what did I tell you? I think I texted you saying this is a boys in the hood moment. We try to get them draws.
Oh, she did. She said she did say that.
I was like, I'm gonna cry.
You talking about when he cried in front of her? Oh no.
Girl, I was like, he trying to get them draws. He gonna cry.
Oh Lord.
Oh, listen. I
told her every morning too after they found out that she was pregnant and he was in jail, and he called her every morning.
Yeah.
Burnt up too. Autumn was on the other side of that room, burnt up.
Yes.
5 o'clock in the morning. So was having flashbacks.
Sharon, you hit on a good one right here.
I felt like Nick was and is that sunflower. You're right.
Absolutely.
Yes. A little water.
He was definitely that sunflower. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. You called it saving sunflower. But who was really being saved? I mean, yeah, that was her nickname, sunflower. But I felt like she saved him.
She did.
I really felt like that, and that's a great point. Thank you for bringing that to us, Sharon. Reminding us that flashback when she talked about it, and then that was his nickname for her. But I thought that was just the sweetest thing that they had going. the nicknames, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your
I
sister
absolutely love
you
them.
said Nick, Chloe, and that baby saved her. That's your sister wife. That's the other one of the Mrs. Carmichaels. That's Evelyn.
She is not. She is not.
She's another Carmichael with the H though, so we know it's
Not another Carmichael.
They got like 3 of them.
Oh Lord.
They around here fighting over Ezra Carmichael.
I'm not. I told him I got receipts, so I'm not thinking.
You do have receipts. You do have receipts.
I have receipts, so I'm not thinking about them. But her in that Genesis ain't even in here. But yeah, they harass me.
Not harass you. They trying to kick you out the Sister Wife Club.
No, they trying to take my place because I don't.
Oh, they're trying to take your place.
Yes, that's what it is.
Sister wife. That's the problem. She doesn't want to be a sister wife. She wants to be the only wife.
She wants to be the only. Okay, I got you.
That you have to share. Like Maisha and I share Rutledge Kadora Amari. I mean, I'm okay with it. You just have to learn how to share.
Nah, I ain't good with that.
She says a no. She ain't sharing.
That's a no for me. I let Lex have the babies, and I take care of the rest.
Let's say you have one receipt, girl.
Listen, I can post that receipt over. Ray, I promise you. Listen, we are crazy behind these alpha males because they are definitely that.
I see.
In one of our groups, our sister book clubs, Heartful Heartbreakers, we have like Book Bay Mondays, right? And so we come in there, we're talking about our book bays, we're talking about who we identify with, even if it's, female, male, and it's a hoot. It's a hoot. Absolutely. You learn so much from other people and their perception of reading. And,
right.
really that you may have missed. Just different little things they picked up that you may have missed.
Right.
Some points of view.
Yes, just hearing you guys talk about it and all the dissecting of the characters and stuff. It's so interesting.
It really is. Because you would think it's like, like one of my cousins, Janine, she would be like, we were at a family reunion and one of our cousins was talking about something. And so I was like, girl, who that remind you of? And she looking at me like, what? I said, that don't remind you of so-and-so? I think I'll be talking about, remember I was talking about, what's his name? Juice with the dirty veins.
Oh my God.
Listen, we see these characters all out in the street of New Orleans. There's a character that matches every side. And it's absolutely hilarious. But I tell you, we really appreciate great writing. We appreciate authors that really define their characters.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very, very captivating. Very. Like I told you, I started reading that Monday morning. I was off, and when 10 o'clock came and I had that 20% left to go, I said, I'm just gonna finish this book. I can't go to sleep without knowing what happened. And it's not many books that I do that with, but I just absolutely could not go to sleep until I finished that book. And Ayana was like, I just can't believe you read that fast. I did. But I didn't miss anything.
She is a speed reader. And listen, I think we're all guilty at some point in time. Now, I'm sure since you've been on Facebook, you didn't have readers all in your inbox.
Yeah. And even on Instagram, I've had people hit me up and be like, I stayed up all night trying to finish that book.
And listen, when I tell you, you have fans. Listen, they're saying you wrote the hell out of that book. And
thank you, y'all. Thank you.
I concur.
I'm telling you, definitely have fans for life behind this one book. You are now in the One Click Club.
Oh,
that's definitely
one clicking.
Listen, I'm honored. So it's also a lot of pressure on me, but I'm honored. I feel that pressure sitting on me.
It's okay. Pressure bust pipes. That means
hey, you told no lies.
I bet you this is Ashante's comment. I can't see because my
that's Simone.
One of the best books of 2020, especially for a new author.
Oh, thank you.
Simone said that.
That's Simone. Definitely. So we got a reader that wants to know, when are the paperbacks coming?
They should be available now.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it's on Amazon.
okay.
Wait a
They're
minute.
available.
Let me tell you about us avid readers. We like autograph copies.
So I've heard.
Yes, we do.
And you know what? It's a direct support of our authors when we buy them from them versus Amazon, because Amazon is already getting all of our quotas, nickels and dimes. So, yeah.
if you find the time, because I know you're busy, the fiance, the masters, the next book, and you also want some personal time. So if you would find the time to do that, get your own copies and autograph, I guarantee you they will sell out.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely find the time to do that.
We had another author,
I always have the time to do
that did that. I mean, her books, listen, brand new author, and she did that. I don't know. I have a reader saying it was the cover. Everybody say that cover. Where did you get that cover from, girl?
Not the cover, the man.
Listen, yeah. So the story of the cover, I designed the cover myself, but so the picture came from one of those royalty-free websites. So what I was doing one night was just scrolling through, and I was just like, dang, this is Dominic. And I was like, I have to use this picture.
Well, I hope he finds himself on that cover one day. And
I'm about to say,
listen, I hope he don't come after me and be like, look, lady, why you put my picture on this cover?
Well, the thing about it is, if it was on royalty free, that means that he doesn't own the rights to the picture.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
And I have a reader asking, what are you working on now? So yeah, they said they were late, and it's okay. So what she's working on right now, if you notice, the cover of the book said Sun series, right?
Series.
And so we all knew there was something up next, and she's working on Josiah's story.
Yes.
And if you guys want to know more, she has a newsletter. Did you set up the link on your Facebook page yet?
I want to say I did. I put up my link tree, and I think if you click it, it'll have a link to subscribe to my newsletter. It should be on my Facebook.
I don't know where I found it at to sign up for it. I
think I found it on Instagram and put it on our Bourbon Street Bookers.
Yes, it's definitely on my Instagram though. I'm still trying to navigate Facebook, child. So it's a process, but I think I put it on there.
Now, how is it that you escaped Facebook for so long?
Girl, look.
How old did you say your name, if you don't mind us asking?
27.
27, yes.
Okay, so they don't necessarily Facebook.
That's true.
I had an Instagram,
I didn't Instagram before this either. I didn't do none of that.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Ray, my baby will be 27 in April, okay?
Uh-huh.
And the little heifer told me old people get on Facebook.
Oh!
That's what we doing. So now that I'm on Instagram, I occasionally tag her.
Uh-huh.
I specifically went to Instagram only for what I went for. Oh, spilling that hot tea. Character updates.
She sure
for character updates. And so next thing you know, here we go. Someone's asking, where's Ray from? Ray is from Texas. Are you born and raised Texas, Ray?
Yes, ma'am.
Houston,
Texas. Sabrina Scales is from Texas, and Alexandria House, some of our great sister authors.
Yes, I've read books from the both of them. Yes, I have.
Yes. Yeah, the young ones use Twitter and Instagram. Listen, I can't get with Twitter. Y'all can have that.
Yeah, it makes two of us. I can't.
It's a lot of stuff that's on Twitter. I'm on there. I have not posted on there in years. I used to use it to stalk my daughter and my nephew, but my daughter haven't.
No, not stalk. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like when my nephew first went away to college, we had an agreement. Listen, you don't have to call me every day, but I need to speak to you every Wednesday. I didn't want to put any pressure on him. I need to speak to you every Wednesday. when I was wondering when he wasn't answering texts or anything, I just go to Twitter. Let me see, because the first thing in my mind, something happened to him. Let me see the last time he posted.
Mm-hmm.
And like if he posted like within the last hour, I was okay. And then when as my daughter got older, I used it to stalk her, but then her Twitter page got canceled. She have a new one, and she didn't invite me to that one yet. So that must be.
Oh.
But it's okay. It's okay. I'm all right with it.
So we have a reader saying that this book was in their top 3. And listen,
oh, thank you.
That's a big deal because we had some awesome books. Millie Bellazzar, Love Belvin.
Yes.
You know who we're not playing with today? We're not playing with Maisha, who's on here talking about he was too big for that bed.
Don't do Dominic like that. Don't do him like that.
We're not playing with him. You're all right. I bet you got a big bed now.
Maisha's gonna cut up no matter where she go. We can't take her nowhere.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And Maisha on Sundays on Instagram, her and Nikki. And Nikki's in love with Nick, okay? Nikki say he ain't too good for her.
Her love throughout this whole chat. So she's a sister wife. It's all right.
All these sister wives.
It's okay.
Dom is my book babe. Tired of them trying to claim.
That's Simone Lloyd.
I'm not even about to play with them because I want to say it was somebody in the group that came and claimed them before the readers could really get into it, right? So they were trying to make claim. I was like, listen, it's just
not trying to be the first in line, Lord.
Do y'all have any more questions for Rae? We don't want to take up too much of her time. She says, sister wives, we already talked about this. Y'all don't want to share? Listen, I used to work in this place a long time ago. It was actually a jail. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all that. I used to work in a jail. And it's like Sodom and Gomorrah in that place. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. So the men were literal hoes. They were hoes. One day they had a big fight with like 2 girls over this one guy. And I was a supervisor at the time. So I literally had to have a meeting right after roll call was over. And I flat out told him, I said, I know I'm not supposed to talk to y'all like this, but I'm going to tell y'all right now. You mess with any man around here, if you don't want to share the dick, leave the dick alone. And y'all looking some stupid while y'all sitting there fighting. He was standing there watching them. He not telling either one of y'all nothing. Him and his boy watching them. I don't even understand how y'all don't want to be sister wives at this point.
That part. So our readers are saying, keep it going, Rae. This is a good book.
Oh, thank you.
They say they're looking forward to your next release. I will definitely tell you, you have a home in Bourbon Street Bookers.
Thank you.
And these readers are really excited. They are really, really excited about what you put out there.
And it comes from all of these different reader groups. We discovered you. Well, I know I personally discovered you through Indie Love.
Mm-hmm.
I put it up on Indie Love and said that Sean had found the book and wanted to know if we all wanted to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sean Chadwick.
I was like, I'm down. Let's go. And from there, it just took off. You laughing at me?
Girl, I'm not about to play with it.
But no, this is really like a pleasant surprise because I'm telling you, I didn't expect the book to go anywhere really. I figured a few people would read it, and I get a couple reviews and I would just start working on the next one. So, I mean, this is like, I'm truly, truly surprised. Like every day, whenever I wake up and get messages from people, it's still a shock to me. So.
And guess what? I feel like as long as you are, which I find you to be very humble, as long as you're humble and you are open to communicating with your readers, they love that. Now, some of them may take it just a tad bit too far when they politely, I feel back to their place. Just politely inch them back to their place. But as long as you're humble and approachable, you they have a fan base for life, and they will support anything you do. These are the type of readers that you put it out on Kindle, they buying Kindle, they buying paperback, they buying every copy you have.
Absolutely.
And
most definitely.
As long as you're like that with them, they will definitely continue to support you.
Listen, that's all I can be is humble. That's it. I truly appreciate you guys.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Rita has me dying laughing. Don't be judging him. He did
right.
Rita just wanted to say the funniest part is when Dom paid for Auntie Diane to go to her gospel tree with the money from selling guns. He did what he had to do.
Y'all know Diane loves church. Okay, she.
I'm not even mad. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad.
Like Josh said, I saw a T-shirt that says, "I cuss a little. I love Jesus, but I cuss a little bit." I said, "Yeah, that's me. I love him. I love him." I used to find the cuss words in the Bible and made sure I can identify and say, "Listen, ass is in the Bible."
I always tell my sister and my cousins, it's 4 of us, 4 girls. 2 of them are saved. My one sister and one cousin. Me and my other cousin, God's still working on us. Y'all just keep praying every day, because he's still working on us. I got some shit with me, and he knows.
Okay.
Working on me. It's gonna be
working on all of us. He's working on all of us. So readers, just before we go, we want to make sure we've given you guys an opportunity to ask anything. Shout out to Keisha Irvin, which I've not read any of her material, but Allegra's a fan.
I am a Keisha Irvin fan. You can't tell me
because obviously some of your readers came from her giving you a shout out.
Yes, definitely a shout out to Keisha Irvin, because she was one of the first people to read my book and post about it, and she messaged me and I was like, what? Yeah. My mind was like going. I was like, okay, thank you.
So here's the question I want to know, because what I observed was that a lot of authors, new authors, usually start under some publisher, right? And they kind of bamboozled. Did you have any approaches after you released, and then they saw how fire you were?
I did. I had one approach me, but I didn't feel comfortable going that route, just because right now, writing is something I love, and I feel like if I go that route, it'll turn into a whole nother monster, right.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm super passionate about what I write and the characters I write, and I don't, not saying that anybody would change my voice, but I don't want any influence on my voice or anything like that.
I can appreciate that, and you sound so much like Love Belvin, and in a couple of her interviews, that's exactly what she said. Her passion, writing. She said, "I write for myself, and I share it with everybody else."
Right.
So it gives you that authenticity to yourself, where you got to keep it real with you.
Right.
Another thing about that too is I want y'all to get every coin that belongs to you.
Right. Absolutely. And that was another thing too, like, hey,
I'm not on Kindle Unlimited for that reason. I want y'all to get every coin that belongs to you.
And that is so appreciated.
Guilty. I'm on KU. And it's really for the purpose of checking out new readers. I mean, this book high can be very expensive. One of our readers is asking, do you plan on doing anything else on Dom and Claudette?
I actually do. So the way I have it in my head now, I'm gonna tell y'all, but I don't I don't want people to take it and hound me with it. But so the way I have it mapped in my head is after Dominique and Claudette is Josiah's story. And then I want to give Mo a story, because I have it in my head, how I want to tell. You said who gonna be with Mo?
Mo and Autumn.
I feel like somebody was gonna say that. And then after I tell Mo's story, I want to give Dominique and Claudette another story. But the thing with Dominic is that he's such an integral part of Josiah. So I mean, in this next book, you really do get a lot of background story that you didn't get in the first book on Dominic and his relationship with Josiah and their thinking processes and stuff like that. So
Maisha is asking, how did you decide on that cover? I recall you telling us how you picked it out, but like, I know you had were you going through looking for a cover and you just was like, that's it, or was it random?
So I didn't even have actually did I have an image in my head? No, I didn't. I had no image in my head. Really, the picture is what set it off. Like when I saw that picture, I was like, okay, I have to put this on the cover somehow. So it was the picture that set it off. And I actually have another cover that I was going to use, and I had already designed it and everything. But once I saw that picture, it was it. Like I was like, okay, this is it. This has to be the cover. It just fit too perfect.
And we definitely want to let you know, listen, you described him to a T. You left nothing to the imagination. Allegra and some of the other readers was trying to make him light skinned, but I don't think he was light skinned.
You don't think he was light skinned?
Listen, I don't even like light skinned men, okay? Yeah, put it on out there. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. When the lights go out, all I want to see is eyeballs and teeth. All right.
So Ray, confirm that
thoughts.
Was he a chocolate man or was he white chocolate?
Said caramel.
He was caramel. He was on the lighter end of the spectrum. He was.
Yeah. God, caramel. I'm not caramel. Caramel ain't in my range. Did y'all listen? My cousin had posted this picture, this video, this picture, whatever, of these of the coffees, right? I was like, is this supposed to be our skin color? Or he's like, no, it's how dark you like your coffee. I said, I can relate to this on, you know, how much cream you put in your coffee. Yeah.
But I think that's the beauty in me not having like visuals to go with my characters. I want everybody to picture, you know, their Dominic. You know, I have mine, you know what I'm saying? So I want everybody else to have theirs.
When I tell y'all I cannot get back up my live feed on my phone, so I can't even see some of these people over here, but somebody calling me Vanilla.
That is Evelyn. That is Evelyn. That's your sister wife playing with you.
Not Vanilla.
So, she does not have character visuals.
About character visuals. No, she said she didn't have them.
No.
And I don't
want to influence anybody's visual on Dominic. I want you to picture him however you want your Dominic to look.
Listen, y'all drop it up in there. Y'all drop it on in there.
Mimi, that's Mimi right there. Talking about that Waffle House guy. And listen, y'all know I told y'all an indie love thing. Listen, Dominic should have been on the payroll because he was clocking in and making relief with the waitresses right along with Chloe.
Like, he sure was. He was.
Every shift she had, he was there with her.
Listen,
this is crazy.
They said there was a million Waffle Houses on the bus line.
Absolutely. I just felt like, listen, she knew she didn't really need that job, but my girl said, I can't play with him. I got business to handle, you know.
Right. And that's what I admired about Claudette. She wasn't about to wait on nobody. Like,
at all.
I got this baby coming. I got to make something shake. So
yes. But we literally have exactly 2 minutes, and we do not want to keep Ray because we know she has a life.
She's gonna get a waffle from Waffle House. You know they make blueberry waffles now.
The blueberry?
Oh yeah, she said she gonna get her a pecan waffle.
Mm-hmm.
If you see Ray, tell him I said what's up. Tell him it's time for him to buy into a Waffle House.
No, here's the one. Here's the one right here. Where they went to Xavier.
That's Tamiko. That's my sister, y'all. Chloe with the Xavier.
That's Louisiana, baby. That's Louisiana.
He probably worked at the Waffle House on Elysian Fields. By the way.
Where did I say he went? I say LSU.
Y'all had Dominic in a whole nother state.
Listen, come on over to the boot. Well, Ray, we want to thank you. It really meant a lot to us to have you to join us. And we really hope that you will come back anytime.
Of course.
In the group, check us out, you know.
Yeah.
Feel free to post and interact. We are a crazy bunch, but It's all love. It
Of
is all love.
course. Thank you guys for having me. Like, I truly appreciate
Yeah,
this.
we
This is
appreciate it as
awesome.
well. I want to thank everybody that joined us tonight too.
Yes, thank y'all.
We like that. We like that.
Y'all got me super psyched because I was like, hey.
So we're not gonna see you guys before Christmas. So we want to tell y'all all happy holidays. Y'all be safe. Have a Merry Christmas to y'all.
Yes.
Guys,
And we'll be back
to your family.
next week on Monday with Chelsea Maria.
Chelsea Maria, yeah.
That's her name, right? No, is it Chelsea? She's
Chelsea. The A is silent. You in New Orleans, baby. The A is silent, baby. Baby.
the X's too. So yeah, we're going to check out Chelsea Maria with More Than You'll Ever Know, which was hilarious. So we are so looking forward to your second drop. And child, know we will be in your inbox.
Just know one click and let us know for sure if you come around to getting your own paperbacks for yourself that you can autograph and ship out, and we will definitely support that.
Of course. Thank you guys so much.
All right, guys. Y'all be safe in this world, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.